We are back, and joining me today is Bill Guy, the Executive Chair of Theta Gold Mines. Now, Bill, you have a very exciting project, the TGME Project out in South Africa, and I believe you have just announced a very exciting Optimised Feasibility Study for this gold mine. Mate, there's some very impressive numbers here. Can you talk me through it?
Sure, I'd be glad to. And just welcome to all your investors. So we've just completed our optimized feasibility study. We've got an MPV, of about $500 million US. So effectively, we picked up about $200 million from the last study. Internal rate of return of about 71%. We got 1.2 billion free cash over the mining life for about 14 and a half years at 5.5 grams. So it's a pretty high grade project. And we've been able to deliver this project, and it's fully permitted as well. So we're actually, heading towards construction now.
You've also got the gold price as a tailwind here. I believe this study was conducted at using a base case of 2,700 US dollars per troy ounce. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. We're always $1,000 behind the money. It's very hard to keep up the gold price these days. We have, for the investors, when we release, they'll see a range of gold prices, not only in US dollars, but in Australian dollars. And I really think all you really need to take notice there of those tables, that this project responds very well to the gold price. It has quite sensitive to the gold price. It's very sensitive to the exchange rates as well. So a lot of people are predicting, the rand will go down. So we can potentially get a double win there.
That certainly sounds tantalizing. Now, I wouldn't mind just addressing the construction costs, because I believe construction is underway. Tell me, what does this look like?
Yep, sure. So we've already completed the demolition of the old plant. So we did that in June. We've now started the bulk earthworks, and we've issued contracts for that. We've issued contracts for the civils. Essentially, peak funding, as they call it here in South Africa, is a 79 million US dollars. That cost is basically reduced by a number of factors. One is we're going to build the plant modularly. Two, therefore we don't need a civil construction camp. And it was already existing mine. So we already have roads. We already have 30 guys in offices there today. Well, 40 now, actually. We already have buildings from history, machinery sheds, everything you can imagine, electricity, water. So we don't have all those sort of Western Australian costs, where you got to build a city around your mine.
It is fabulous to build a mine near existing infrastructure. What I wouldn't mind touching on now, though, is your ability to essentially save a river and nearby farms. Now, I'll be honest, when it comes to talking about establishing a mine, this isn't something we get to talk about every day. What is it exactly that you've done?
Yep. So what we've done, we've been actually very creative to bring everyone along the journey. So we have a component of the project is actually owned by the local people, so they would directly benefit. There'll be a massive amount of community uplift. We have also worked with our environmental teams to deliver an offset program. That offset program will effectively rehabilitate the hydrology of our basin. By doing that, Theta will actually deliver more water to the environment than it takes in about 5 years. So that water is very important winter water for the farmers down the road at Olifants Dam. So they're very supportive. Those farmers support 21,000 farmers' jobs. And from Olifants Dam, that water runs into Kruger National Park, which obviously is well needed for our animal friends.
Now, I know you will be pouring doré bars in Q1 2027, but obviously there's a lot of activity to take place between here and then. What's some of the news investors can look forward to hearing about?
Yeah, sure. Obviously, there'll be updates about the build process, which is a great thing for the investors because it's very visual. We can put a lot of images out on social media so the investors can see their money's going to the right place. We've already bought trucks, excavators, etc., already on site. The contractors there'll be a lot of peak activity will come in October, so will be some big pictures then as well. We'll be issuing contracts for the mills, the crushing circuit, etc. So all those long lead items will come into play. Then we'll head into really the final funding solution. So we've already got $35 million from the IDC on term sheets. We're just looking for a co-investor for them.
Congratulations on this major milestone, Bill. Please know I look forward to future updates.
No, thank you for having me. It's been a great interview.